In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present. With over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
Good afternoon. I'm Dan Mosier, Associate Dean of the College of Agriculture. Welcome to the College of Agriculture Fall Commencement Ceremony. I wish to thank our bagpiper, Terry Morrison, K-State alumnus, and our organist, Mary Dredger, graduate student in music for the processional music. Please stand as Ms. Dredger plays our national anthem. Thank you, Mary. Audience, you may now be seated. We are pleased that you have joined us for the Fall 2021 College of Agriculture Commencement. Today we are assembled to honor an excellent group of agricultural graduates for their many accomplishments. However, we wish to also acknowledge some very important people who made it possible for our graduates to succeed, the family members present today. We have many spouses and children, parents, siblings, grandparents, and great-grandparents with us today. Will all the family members of our graduates please stand and be recognized? For our graduates, your recognition on stage is a culmination of many hours of hard work and dedication. As a reminder, we are observing specific practices to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Before we get started, we need to go over a few housekeeping items. Guests, please keep your face masks covering your nose and mouth for the duration of the ceremony in observance of Kansas State University's policy. Graduates, when you proceed to the stage, please bring your grad pass with you. You will need to scan the pass and hand it to our readers before picking up your diploma cover and crossing the stage. While your recognition will not include a traditional handshake, please know that smiles are abundant behind our masks, and we are sending you the warmest congratulations on your accomplishments. We ask that you be sure to wear your mask throughout the ceremony. Masks can be removed for your formal photograph in front of the stage and at the K-State backdrop. Once your photo is taken, please put your mask back on. It is now my pleasure to introduce Andrew Dorsch, graduating senior in Bakery Science and Management and Food Science and Industry from Fort Collins, Colorado, as our reflection speaker. While at K-State, Andrew served as production manager and president of the Bakery Science Club, vice president of Alpha Mu, the Grain Science Honorary Society, vice president of development of the College of Agriculture Ambassadors, and a member of the Cargill Fellows Program. Andrew completed 3 internships, 2 with Canyon Bakehouse as a production worker and then as a production manager, and 1 with LaSafford doing research and development in yeast leaven baked goods. Andrew will remain at K-State after graduation to pursue a master's degree in grain science and industry through the College of Agriculture. Please join me in welcoming Andrew Dorsch to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Mosier, for the introduction. Good afternoon and hello. It is an honor to have this opportunity to reflect for our class on our time here at Kansas State. As the next chapter looms over us, it really makes you think how time has flown by, even when it sometimes seemed to come to a complete standstill. However long it took you to finish, either if you're early or late like me, it's come to an end. After today, I will be a 3rd-generation graduate from Kansas State University. However, I did not think this was going to be the school I would attend. It kind of made that, obligatory trip with my family to say that I went on the trip, and then I fell in love with the campus, people, and the major specifically. I hope everyone realizes how lucky we are to be here today, both graduates taking a huge step forward and family members able to be here in person. We really do thank you for coming. I'm not going to stand up here and lie to you saying that we've had an easy 2 years. It's not been very fun all the time. There were days I would wake up and have to sit in front of a computer screen and wonder why I was still in college, but here we are. I can say I grew from the experience. It just wasn't the same. If anything, how us students have handled this global pandemic really shows just how dedicated we were to higher education. We had to be adaptable in the face of adversity as we trudged through the unknown. Stop that. As we openly walk into the next chapter, we're ready to explore another unknown. I implore everyone to reflect on their time here at Kansas State, both the positive and negative. Remember the moments that defined your time here, moments you grew, moments you would wish to forget, moments you want to hold on to for the rest of your life. Whether your favorite moment was watching K-State upset Oklahoma twice, yeah. Finding your true passion in the classroom, no cheers for that. Meeting a group of people you will forever consider family, building a network of like-minded members in your industry, or hopping from bar to bar on a Thursday night. We have been shaped by this place. We are all connected through this place. I will never forget my time here, and I hope that holds true for everyone who walks across this stage. This place will forever be our home, and everyone here our family. With that, congratulations, happy holidays, go Cats! Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew, for sharing your reflections. As we begin this program, I will introduce the platform party. I would like each of them to stand as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning on my immediate left is Dr. Richard Myers, Kansas State University President. Dr. Charles Tabor, Kansas State University Provost and Executive Senior Vice President. Dr. Blake Flanders, President and CEO, Kansas Board of Regents. Dr. Dwayne Dunn, Assistant Dean, College of Agriculture. Dr. Brandon Haddock, Coordinator, LGBT Resource Center, representing the K-State Office of Student Life. You may be seated. In the second row is Dr. Alan Featherstone, Head, Department of Agricultural Economics. Dr. Jason Ellis, Head, Department of Communications and Agricultural Education. Dr. Joe Harner, Head, Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Dr. Raj Khosla, Head, Department of Agronomy. Dr. Marty Draper, Associate Dean of Research and Graduate Programs and Director of Research, K-State Research and Extension. And Dr. Greg Hadley, Director of Extension and Applied Research, also for K-State Research and Extension. Thank you. Continuing on my immediate right is Dr. Zia Wiley, Assistant Dean, College of Agriculture. Dina Kaur, Assistant Dean, College of Agriculture. Summer Santiana, Graduating Senior, Agricultural Economics. Andrew Dorsch, graduating senior, Bakery Science and Management and Food Science and Industry, and Amy Button-Rentz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association. You may be seated. And in the second row is Dr. Mike Day, Head of the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, Dr. Jeanette Thurston, Director of the Food Science Institute, Dr. Gordon Smith, Head of the Department of Grain Science and Industry, Dr. Brian McCornack, Head of the Department of Entomology, and Dr. Megan Kennelly, Head of the Department of Plant Pathology. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to now introduce Dr. Blake Flanders as our commencement speaker. Dr. Blake Flanders serves as President and CEO for the Kansas Board of Regents, the governing board of the state's 6 universities and the statewide coordinating board for the state's 32 public higher education institutions, including a municipal university, 19 community colleges, and 6 technical colleges. In addition, the board administers the state's student financial aid, adult education, high school equivalency, and career and technical education programs. Before serving in his current position, Dr. Flanders served as Vice President for Workforce Development for the Kansas Board of Regents and provided executive leadership for the Kansas Post-Secondary Technical Education Authority. Previously, he served as liaison between the Board of Regents and the Kansas Department of Commerce, Vice President of Instructional Services at Manhattan Area Technical College, and is a member of the faculty at Butler Community College. Born in Edson, Kansas, Dr. Flanders is a graduate of Colby Community College and Kansas State University, where he earned both his Bachelor of Science and Master's degree in Animal Sciences and Industry, and Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Flanders to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Mosier. It's great to be here. Graduates, family members, alumni, friends. I truly am honored to speak to you graduates at the College of Agriculture at K-State University. I want to thank President Richard Myers and Dean Ernie Mitten, Provost Tabor for the invitation. And I would say in my current occupation, although I'm not working directly in agriculture, I get an opportunity to really meet and work with a number of really special people. And one of those is President Richard Myers. I want to thank you for your service to the country and to Kansas State University. It's been great to be able to call him a friend. Members of the faculty, I thank you for your contributions to the learning and growth of this graduating class. Without you and your efforts, we really don't have a college or university. You're the heart and soul of Kansas State University. When I was a student, we would fill out these cards at the end of class. It was a little slip of paper, and we would evaluate the faculty member that was teaching the class. I always felt totally unqualified to do that. But I would like to make a change in that. Provost Tabor, it's probably impossible. I'd like to do those evaluations 30 years later, because I will tell you, they look very, very different. I had great faculty when I was a student here, and I'd like to give the faculty a round of applause. As was said before, graduates, you've had quite a college experience. And I heard, it hasn't been an easy couple of years for the students. And I will tell you, even in administration and even at the Board of Regents, it hasn't been a couple easy years either. This has been tough. You've shown great resiliency, and this is a time of pride and satisfaction, really a dawn of a new stage of life. You'll either enter the workforce directly or continue on to graduate school, probably both. Either way, you'll set new goals and have new challenges. and I am so pleased to be here to celebrate your accomplishment. And let's be thankful to everyone who supported us, our parents, grandparents, and friends. Join me, graduates, in giving all of our supporters an applause. As I thought about what I was going to say today, my first thought was, I've been to a large number of commencement exercises. I've been there as a student in your role as well, and I never remembered one thing the commencement speaker said, I'll be honest. Because really, we're not the show here, the graduates are the show. So I'm not going to drone on and on and on. I'm going to be very brief, but I am so pleased again with your accomplishments. You see, I was sitting in your chair 35 years ago, ready to walk across the stage to get a baccalaureate of science in animal science. Now, at that time, we did it in Ahern Fieldhouse. It was in the spring of the year. There was no air conditioning, and honestly, I thought people were going to collapse. It was so humid. My dad had also received an animal science degree from Kansas State University, and I grew up on that farm in western Kansas that sat right between Edson and a little town called Bird City. And probably very few people know exactly where that would be. But when I got to Kansas State University, it seemed huge to me. A large number of buildings, classroom, faculty, students. But I quickly found out that the faculty at K-State really cared about individual students. And believe me, at that time, I needed all the support I could get. They gave me tremendous assistance. Even though I'm not working directly in the agriculture industry, that education really prepared me for future leadership roles. I fell in love with an activity called livestock judging. I had a coach named Dr. Bill Abel, and later an assistant coach. I was an assistant coach for Dr. Dave Nichols. We're both a little older now. And in that activity, you learned to make a decision, you defended that decision, and you lived with the consequences. You had to tell the truth as you gave reasons for that decision. I thought, that really helped me as I went through in my own career. And graduates, I hope you have a similar experience with that in some of your classes. Later, I would go to different livestock shows. I judged regional shows, almost every county fair in the state of Kansas. And what I learned there is only one family was happy at the end of the day. And that was generally the winners. So in my current role, and sometimes as you're working through your career, it pays to have a high tolerance for not everyone liking you. That might happen. So my first piece of advice is to be ready to make a decision, and the right path is not always the popular path. And we had that example right here at Kansas State University. Dr. Don Good was a former department head at animal science. He made a crossbred steer grand champion, I believe it's like in the '69 International. It's the first crossbred steer that had ever won. And he completely changed the beef industry because he told the truth. And what I really believe is I've always heard the positive side of that story. But I'll bet there was a negative side at the time. Can you imagine if they'd have had Twitter? I mean, it would have blew up that a loony professor picked a crossbred steer. I can't believe it. But he told the truth, he changed the industry, he made the right decision. I always want to tell you, I used to just say tell the truth. Now I always say tell the truth in love, okay? Tell the truth in love. You don't have to always comment on everything. My wife and I used to get invited to a New Year's party. I walked in, and the host, she said, Blake, it looks like you've lost a lot of hair from last year. And I just said, well, looks like you've put on a few pounds. So now we don't have a party to go to. We're kind of free on New Year's. So always just tell the truth in love. Second, this is the most exciting time to have a degree in agriculture, because particularly from a recognized institution like Kansas State University, you're going to solve the world's most pressing problems. And I mean global problems. You know, I've looked at what we're doing in precision agriculture. We're going to be able to use fewer acres to produce more food, and it makes the world safer. I have to tell you, if a population has food insecurity, it's not a very stable country. You can be right on the front end of that, helping people with food insecurity. And more than ever with COVID's a zoonotic disease. You're going to be able to solve that issue. Somebody here might be the one that limits the future damage of these viruses and saves thousands of lives because you worked hard you are resilient to get to this commencement. You're unique, and you're unique from any other student that went through because of the journey that you had to partake. And I would encourage you that one way that you can build your future success is to maintain and continue to develop your work ethic. I had a great model for work ethic, and that was my dad. And he got up at about 3:30 every morning and started working. Now, when the sun went down, you didn't want to get between him and the bed, so but he worked. You know, there's no substitute for it. You're a K-Stater. You have a Midwestern spirit now. And I don't need to tell you the value of hard work and the dignity that'll bring you to your life, because almost all roads, whether they're academic, any pathway, they eventually lead to work. And yours likely will be no different. Thomas Edison said, opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Don't miss the opportunity to celebrate and bring value to your company, to your community. So that's all the advice I have, but I have a couple of asks. The one thing I would ask is that you give back to the next group of students that are behind you. And that's giving some resource to this university. Now you say, hey, I've paid tuition for 4 years. I'm not saying you have to give a lot, but just give something. Don't pull the ladder up behind you. We can have better communities if we can bring more people along. Someone supported you here. Either you received a scholarship, you had parental support, there's probably some level of support in your life. I would just encourage, give back immediately. You know, some people say, well, I'll give back as soon as I start earning enough money. Most of those people never give. And we also, I would ask you to not only give financially, but give of your time and talent. If you don't have the resources financially, volunteer, help the university, help your community. I'd encourage you that as you go out in the world and be part of a community, consider running for a local, statewide, or national office. We need leaders in agriculture just like you, running our communities and our state and our nation. Make a difference. Now, make no mistake, you'll be criticized. Sometimes it'll seem like no one's on your side. If they ever write an article about you in the newspaper, don't read those comments down below. Those generally are not written by leaders. I encourage you to stay the course and help us chart a path towards a better society. So I ask that you take what you've learned here at K-State, use it to your full advantage to the benefit of whatever opportunities come your way. Congratulations, class of 2021. May God bless you and the path that lies ahead of you. And remember, memorize the words to the alma mater. Always wear purple, and go Cats.
Thank you, Dr. Flanders. It's now my pleasure to introduce Summer Sentiana, daughter of and graduating senior in agricultural economics from Leota, Kansas as the student commencement speaker. While at K-State, Summer serves as the president, vice president, and chaplain of the Alpha of Clovia 4-H Cooperative Leadership House, member of the Mortarboard chapter, member of K-State Economics Club, member of K-State Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences chapter, and was a student assistant in the College of Ag Diversity Programs office. Through her college career, she was selected as a K-State Truman Scholar nominee and a recipient of the David and Susan Barden Leadership Scholarship. She has also received her Conflict Resolution Certificate. Summer has completed an internship with Union Pacific Railroad and previously worked for Archer Daniels Midland and Scott Cooperative Association. Through her work in the Diversity Programs Office, Summer has co-facilitated numerous programs and presentations and assisted in leading partnerships across campus. Summer will remain at K-State and will transition into the role of Diversity Programs Office Coordinator before returning to academics in the pursuit of a graduate degree. Please join me in welcoming Summer Santillana to the podium for the graduate address.
I gotta put it down a little, I'm short. Good afternoon, graduates, friends, family, peers, and mentors. I am so happy to be here with you all today. Before I get started, I would like to say congratulations, graduates. We did it. But we have not done this alone. Whether it was our friends, family, faith, or something else, we have had help along the way. So on behalf of the class of Fall 2021, thank you to everyone who is here and to those who couldn't make it that have helped this day to happen. With that, let me get started. Graduates, as I stand before you today, I would like to pose one final challenge to us before we move our tassel to the other side. I would like to challenge us to not let ourselves get comfortable. Now, I know what that sounds like, especially after these last few years. Most of us probably just want stability and calm, even for a little while. I want that too. So please, let me explain. When I say don't get comfortable, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be happy with where you are, or that you should always be looking for the next best thing. However, what I am saying is don't be stagnant. When we are stagnant, we start to miss opportunities and we start to be missed for opportunities. We are afraid to take chances and we forget to look outside of our own little bubble. You may think being comfortable is the same as being happy, but it's not. When we get too comfortable, we forget to cherish the sound of our loved one's laughter. We overlook the smile of a friend. We jump to conclusions without getting to know a person. And we pass by those in need because it makes us uncomfortable, even just for a moment. After today, I'm not sure where all of us will be. Graduate school, a job, a gap year, or anything else. But what I do know is that we will all be turning a new page in our lives. So as we write this next page, I urge you to not stop there, but write a whole chapter. If you end up in a position or a place you don't like, don't just give up. Challenge yourself to make it better. You don't have to do anything drastic. Just simply choose small things that can help you grow on a daily basis. Read a few pages of a book every morning, say hi to a new coworker, or simply try the creamer that's always looked good, but you've been too scared to try. Get uncomfortable and shadow a colleague or move away for a few years, or just ask for help. Because when we get uncomfortable, even just a little, that's when we get the opportunity to grow and become better. Because when we refrain from a comfortable state of mind, that's when we will remain in the moment. Do not let yourselves have regrets about not doing something. You can be scared to ask the hard questions, but you should still do it, even if that answer could be no. Ask for a salary raise, for that cute person's phone number, or for the position you would love to have, but you're scared that you won't get. That's because no is better than not knowing. And please do not get so comfortable that you forget to tell your loved ones how much you care for them, because we never know what the next day may bring. As we leave here today, graduates, and everyone listening in, I ask that you please join me in taking this challenge to heart. Get uncomfortable, be kind, and live in the moment. If not for you, then for those around you. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Summer. Before we proceed in the degree ceremony, we are pleased to have Amy Button-Rentz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, bring special greetings on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you. I'm excited to join you today to welcome you into the alumni family of Kansas State University and the K-State Alumni Association. As an alumnus, you now join a K-State network of nearly 200,000 living graduates. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to lead and inspire lifelong involvement that will benefit Kansas State University and all members of the Wildcat community. Our core values that guide us in our mission are to stay connected with Kansas State University. Our most important value is link. We provide the lifelong link that alumni depend on to remain connected. You can stay in touch through hundreds of alumni activities held on campus, around the country, internationally, and even virtually. I encourage you to find other K-Staters in your area and stay connected at Kansas State and the Alumni Association. Another value is tradition. You will likely celebrate a few traditions this weekend as you sing the alma mater for the first time as a new graduate, or take KSU photos at your favorite spot on campus. The final value I'd like to talk about today is purple. For K-Staters, it is more than a color. It's a symbol of pride, connection, and family. When you see someone in purple, wearing a K-State class ring or with a PowerCat license plate on the back of their vehicle, you will feel that sense of family. In recognition of your graduation, the college, along with the K-State Alumni Association, are providing you with a complimentary one-year membership to the association. We hope you will enjoy the membership benefits and will always be an active member. K-State alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. Our membership ranks #1 in the Big 12 Conference for the percentage of graduates who are members. That loyalty is shared by generations of K-Staters who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you receive your degree from one of the finest universities in the nation. We are also pleased to present you with an exclusive alumni business card holder. As you go through life and your titles and addresses change, please be sure to keep us updated. We want to make sure you're always connected to your K-State family. Congratulations and go Cats!
Graduates, we have a few additional announcements for the degree ceremony. One photo will be taken on the stage, and the second photo will be taken in front of the backdrop behind your seats. As you cross the stage, please pause on the mark and turn toward the camera to make sure you're ready for your photos. As a reminder, you may remove your mask for both photos. Would all graduates now please rise for the conferral of degrees? By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, on behalf of Dean Ernie Minton, and upon recommendation by the faculty and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. Graduates, please move your tassels to the left side of your mortarboard. At this time, college administration will prepare for the diploma cover presentation. Dr. Dwayne Dunn and Ms. Dina Kaur, please be seated, I'm sorry. Dr. Dwayne Dunn and Ms. Dina Kaur, Assistant Deans in the College of Agriculture, will now introduce the graduates for individual recognition on the stage and photos. We will proceed in order by major as listed in your program on pages 34 to 37. Dr. Dunn will now begin the recognition of graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Mosier. As we begin our diploma presentation, we'd like to take a moment to honor a member of the K-State Ag family who is not with us to celebrate today, as we awarded a posthumous degree to Tyler Jeffrey Waddingham. Tyler had completed 3 years of coursework at Kansas State University and was on track to complete a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in Animal Sciences and Industry. Tyler's diploma will be received by his mother, Callie Anderson. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Alan Featherstone, head of the Department of Agriculture Economics, who will join us in celebrating the graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness and a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in Agriculture Economics. Caitlin Faith Bell, magna cum laude. Richard Alexander Branson. Tricia Jo Fastnight. Leonardo Gonzalez Canya Conabravo. Kinsey Marie Harlan, summa cum laude. Aaron Lynn Laycamp, magna cum laude. Callista K. Long. Rayleigh Michael Miller. Garrett Jeffrey Muller, summa cum laude. Megan Caroline Naisis. Isaac Donald Sunderland. Degrees in Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agriculture Economics. Bao Zhang Jehu Chu. Jacob James Gordon. Heath Layton Heyer. Luke Aaron Kaiser. Maria Shireen Kimsey, magna cum laude. Emma Alex Ricker. Summer Don Santiago, summa cum laude. Weston John Tanner. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Ag Communications, and Journalism. Shayna Renee DeGroat. Emma Claire Miller. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agriculture Technology Management, Connor James Alexander. Braden Michael Andrews. Jonathan Matthew Cox. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agronomy, Alex Paul Kaufman. Trevor B. Mullen. Nicholas Mark Stafford. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Horticulture, Elizabeth Donnell Braley. Grant E. Burr. Daniel Stewart Hemphill. Miranda Lynn Houston. N. Shanae Awad. Grace Abigail Wilcox, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Park Management and Conservation, Lauren K. Harshberger, summa cum laude. Zane Hines. Ashley Elizabeth Robinson. Bachelor of Science in Wildlife and Outdoor Enterprise Management, Brett Mihal Estrada. Joshua Antuni Keene. Alexis Marie Martin. Dylan James McGuire. Lexi K. Sanborn.
It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Mike Day, head of the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, who will join us in celebrating the graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with majors in Animal Sciences and Industry and Food Science and Industry. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Animal Sciences and Industry, Emily Marie Atkinson. Hope Danielle Oftenberg, summa cum laude. Marissa Helena Antonia Avila. Carly Nicole Aziavito. Jordan Devon Bailey. Jordan Deanna Beely. Abby Jean Brianne Blackwell. Michaela Elise Bost. Tyler Botorf, cum laude. Reese Jeffrey Burnett, magna cum laude. Taylor Ellen Chin, summa cum laude. Ashley Grace Craig. Mallory Jane Deppenbush. Hannah Lynn Dittmer. Jacqueline Adair Donathan. Lauren Lena Duncan. Jonna Elise Dunham. Jordan Michelle Ebert. Taylor Ann Fairley. Reagan Alice Fisher, summa cum laude. Megan Carol Fromm. Kaylee Joe Giesling. Helen Patricia Giefer, summa cum laude. Haley Renee Gordon. Emily Elizabeth Hedrick. Donald Charles Stetson Herzog. Caitlin Kelly Hockey. Colton B. Ivers, summa cum laude. Kyle Jeffrey Jacob. Allie Shay James. Felicia Nicole Kimmel. Jessica Michelle Clumpy. Madison Latham. Garrett Nolan Lehman. Alyssa Ann Leslie. Anna-Laney Elizabeth Lorette. Gabrielle Lorraine Marulis, summa cum laude. Spencer Friedrichs Mays. Erica Sarah Morgan. Catherine Eileen Nelson. Megan Marie Helen. Autumn P. Ramos Cleager. Madeline Carly Ratcliffe. Sydney Ann Reeves. Melanie Kate Robbins, magna cum laude. Colin Ryan Schuck Termeyer. Oliver Joseph Smits. Haley K. Schwenke. Destiny Serrano, cum laude. Nicole Lynn Shane. Taylor Kayleen Seibert. Nicholas Christopher Sorensen. Sarah Pearl Spillman. Peyton Lee Stevenson. Hannah Lee Ryan Tingler. Devin Robert Van Schmoes. Nancy Vang. Kayla Marie Worth. Melanie Ryan White, cum laude. Caitlin Shaw Williams. Brenna Kaylin Zimmerman. Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Industry, Nicole L. Bartz. Linda Izula Muli. Quentin Scott Lindsay. Nathaniel James Miller. Emily Jean Smart. Ethan Trong, summa cum laude. Next, Dr. Gordon Smith, head of the Department of Grain Science and Industry, will join us in celebrating the graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Bakery Science and Management, Feed Science and Management, and Milling Science and Management. Bachelor of Science in Bakery Science and Management, Andrew Corbin Dorsch, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Feed Science and Management, Anthony Robert Becker. Neely Elizabeth Bowden. Tucker Matthew Graff, magna cum laude. Sydney Lane Odell. Jordan Ann Vandervoort. Bachelor of Science in Milling Science and Management, Jacob Bradley Burkhart. Cole Martin Conover. Parker O'Neill. Hudson Kyler Strom. Hunter Allen Wheel. Dr. Mosier, that concludes our diploma presentations.
Graduates, commencement is not about the end, but rather the beginning of new careers, for some, new families, and for all of you, a new stage in your lives. You can be proud to be a graduate of Kansas State, the first operational land-grant university in the nation. But we do have a few expectations of you as a K-State College of Agriculture alumnus. First, we expect you to capitalize on your education and the training you have received to make valuable contributions in your careers and to your professions, as well as to continue your professional development as a lifelong learner. Secondly, we expect you to build upon the outstanding record of citizenship, philanthropy, and service that you have established at K-State by becoming outstanding members of the communities to which you relocate, to start your careers or to continue your schooling. Get involved and be engaged in community activities. They need your talents and leadership skills. Finally, what truly makes the K-State College of Agriculture great is the involvement and expectations of our alumni. Thus, we expect you to keep bleeding purple, to stay involved with K-State, and to continue to challenge us to be the best that we can be. I am confident that I speak for all of our faculty, staff, and administrators when I say it has truly been our privilege to contribute to your education and be a part of your lives the last few years. We are very proud of you and wish you the very best. Thanks to all of you for participating in this special occasion for our graduates. Thank you again to Andrew Dorsch, Dr. Blake Flanders, and Semper Santiana for speaking at our ceremony today. We ask that you all please remain seated for the formal recessional. For our adjournment, please rise and join us in singing the K-State Alma Mater.